morning. Hello. Hello. Welcome to another morning live stream. Yeah. Can't hit it that well in the mornings. That little singing song that I do. How is everyone doing? Welcome to another morning live stream where we're just going to be talking about crazy things and stuff we don't know what to talk about.
Yay.
That's how the morning live streams work. They're different than the big live streams we do. They're short, they're sweet, and we talk about everything to do that's most recent with HHN that we wouldn't normally talk about in a video or in a big live stream. So, how's everyone doing this morning? I'm tired. So
haven't talked much today.
Yeah, I definitely barely talked today. So the morning voice has returned. As Zombie Chris has said in a previous stream, this is the after HHN voice.
Yes.
Very accurate. But let's talk about some stuff. It's been a few things, updates within HHN since the last one of these. Now we have talked about some of this in video and stream and all that fun stuff. But first off, Premium Scream Night. So I don't know if we talked about that on the stream, did we?
We talked about we might try to go, but that's it.
That's it? Okay, so we are officially going to Premium Scream Night.
Yay.
We got our tickets or whatever, so we will be doing that. But like I said previously, before we even got the tickets in a live stream, I think it was, we're not going to post anything about it until a few days after or whatever. Just for the fact we don't want to spoil it. So, yeah.
Don't want us going before opening night to spoil
Right.
opening night.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything for the people that are going to opening weekend. We don't want to spoil any of the stuff for you guys. But we will be going to it. We will probably post something along the lines of like maybe my Instagram story or whatever it is, where we're like, hey, we're at Premium Scream Night. Here's our credential we got.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we'll post. Maybe I was considering talking about doing like maybe a stream the next morning as like the final news and updates stream on the morning of opening night.
Yes.
I was thinking about doing maybe a stream inside of like the hotel, the resort we'll be at. Nothing crazy for that one, but yeah. So that is official now. We will be going to that, and then there eventually will be a video on that coming shortly after that night, maybe a few days or whatever it is. But besides that, Horror Nights has been doing some things recently. They might have announced Quiet Place or something. I don't know. No, A Quiet Place was announced. I don't think we talked about that on stream yet. So, Quiet Place was officially announced for Orlando and Hollywood. We don't cover Hollywood, but it was announced for both coasts. From what I've heard and seen from the press releases and all that fun stuff, it's going to be the first Horror Nights house to introduce ASL, which means American Sign Language. So that'll be inside of the house, along with, I believe it's covering Quiet Place 1 and 2. So everyone that was thinking day 1, I don't believe that's going to be inside of this house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew this was coming for a while, just because I've heard people talking about it for such a long time, and I've heard people talking about the construction inside of it, which I will not be talking about. You guys can see that firsthand when you go into the house for yourself, or you watch a YouTube video or something of media or whatever. But yeah, so I knew this was coming for a long time. So this wasn't surprising for me. Was it surprising for you?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Hey Chris, what's up?
If it were up to me, all we'd talk about is Nightmare Fuel, but...
Chris says, in the stream for less than 30 seconds and not a single mention of Nightmare Fuel. What kind of HHN stream is this pretending to be? You're right, completely my bad, dude. Chris, my bad. Nightmare Fuel, let's talk about it. Nightmare Fuel. There you go.
Wow.
Nightmare Fuel, cool show, yeah.
It is.
Amber's obsessed with the show. I think Chris might be a little more obsessed than you with the show, but that's okay. Nightmare Fuel will probably return. more than likely, I would
So.
expect. I know there's all those little Easter eggs in the Summer Tribute store about Bill and Ted right now, which I'm not against Bill and Ted returning, but I don't think it's going to return. It's actually going to be Bill and Ted Nightmare Fuel.
Could you imagine? Here for it.
Imagine how that would work. That'd be interesting, huh? Chris, you need to devise an entire plan of how Bill and Ted Nightmare Fuel would work.
100%.
But anyways, so the newest stuff about HHN going on right now is, of course, Quiet Place was announced, and new merch was dropped a couple days ago, I think, a couple days? Maybe more than a couple days? I don't know. There was no official post about it from HHN. It was specifically just in the park, and people were like, hey, there's more merch, and boom, there you go. But we will look at the merch because there's some Easter eggy stuff in it. Because you know us, we like to decode crazy things. It's not more of a decode, it's more of just like stuff that's blatantly in your face on this t-shirt. But we'll talk about that. And then anything else? Oh yeah, construction. Construction's officially happening. Obviously we don't live next to the park, so I can't go inside of the park and do construction updates crazy like that. But there is a few things. As far as like the scare zones have maybe some trussing up, and what else was I gonna say? Oh, if you guys don't follow Bowery Construct on Twitter, he's really good at getting like aerial shots of like sprung tents and like construction happening inside of them, blah 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 blah. He posted recently that there was some construction happening on the 2 older sprung tents, not the newer sprung tents, but the older sprung tents with a couple facades going up for the speculated Slaughter Cinema 2, even though it's confirmed, but the speculated location of Slaughter Cinema 2 and Museum Deadly Exhibits. Both of those are having facade work having done on them. I don't know if this is the location of where they're going to be, but that's just a speculation right now. But yeah, that's everything. Oh, and Hollywood's having something going on right now. Who knows?
Yeah, I got jump scared by their little 8-bit creepy man.
Hollywood, if you guys are in Hollywood, you're getting an announcement soon. That's happening. I believe it's an original, as far as I know. I don't know too much about what goes on in Hollywood, so. But I know John Murdy said pricking of the thumbs this morning, I think it was. Or last night, something.
Sometime recently.
You guys are getting an announcement this week. Probably tomorrow, I'm guessing. Or Thursday. Or whenever. It's not for Orlando, though. I don't think it's a dual coast thing. But, you want to read chat real quick?
Okay.
You got some popping off in there.
Where the heck does John Sullivan live? He said, I'm good, but it's 4 in the afternoon here.
I'm guessing UK?
That's crazy.
Maybe?
Imagine it being 4 in the afternoon right now. Adelia said good morning. Brandon said they couldn't even have done the first one of A Quiet Place because no one knew what they were yet.
Right.
And then Natalie said, I'm obsessed with Nightmare Fuel as well, but if a crossover were to happen, I would not complain. But then on the opposite side of things, Chris said, the blatant disrespect of even mentioning another act to be included in the Nightmare Fuel show is appalling. Which government agency do I report this stream to?
Yeah, report it to, not the FBI, report it to the HHN. Thanks. My bad.
So funny.
My bad. Anyways, let's look at the merch real quick, because I want to talk about that. And you know, these streams are not quick. They're not quick. They're not long.
Right.
As you can tell, my brain doesn't work this early, so that's why they're quick. Give me just a sec here. Where's my little thingy?
There you go.
Okay, so here's the merch that was just released a couple days ago. Credit to RIP Tour, cool podcast, posting this picture. So this is a shirt, a lot going on here. Looks like some spray paint design. It seems like they're still going with that same 90s vibe, which is weird because I don't think the theme of this year is 90s at all.
I'm just, yeah, very excited when they released the first shirt, but now that, like, everybody's talking about it, I'm confused as why this is the ongoing theme of merch.
I mean, the theming for this year doesn't feel very 90s. The merch is really showing it, besides the Quiet Place merch.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's going to be the theme of this year. So for everyone getting very excited about it, I don't think that's the theme. The theme, I think, is completely going to be this whole Otis otherworldly realm thing. But this is the merch, and it's got a few little Easter eggs in it. From just the first look, it looks like some spray painted stuff. Obviously, little booze on there. That's it. But if you really look at it, I mean, not everything on it is an Easter egg, but we have a few things. Like, for example, obviously, Little Boo is the big Easter egg on it.
Right.
Nothing else really to say about him. You know who Little Boo is if you know HHN.
Yeah.
But then there's obviously a certain someone's hat back here that is coming to the event this year in a house, and that is Major Sweet's hat. This is his hat with the whole Little Boo on it, but this is his hat.
Not Little Boo making the shirt twice.
Now that's the two that's like very much confirmed. Like these are the Easter eggs in the hat. But more I was looking on the hat see, I didn't talk this early in the morning. On the shirt, yes. But there is a couple more that I noticed. I was like, I don't know if these are Easter eggs, but they feel very similar to stuff I've seen before with HHN. And those are specifically these two pumpkins here. This pumpkin here looks like, to me, HHN 2018's medallion pumpkin, if that makes sense, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, wait, it's literally right next to... I forgot I have it right there.
Oh, yeah! Now I understand what you've been talking about this whole time.
Yeah. This is... I forgot I literally have it on this screen. Yeah, so the medallion you see on your screen right now, this pumpkin here looks a lot like it to me. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but that's what it looks like to me. And then the other pumpkin on the side here looks like one was in a scare zone. I don't remember what scare zone it was.
This guy.
Huh?
You know what, the guy that has these pumpkin hands?
No?
Oh.
I was talking about decor in a scare zone.
Decor?
Yeah, there's a scare zone. I believe it was a Welcome to Scary scare zone, or sort of Scary Ohio scare zone with like the big scary tombstone or whatever it was. And they had like pumpkins like this next to it, if I remember right. I don't know what year that was from, but that looks like that to me. The other stuff, I have no idea what that stuff is. You could say this is bugs eaten alive if you really want to.
And then you could say the tentacle is the Cthulhu.
Oh yeah, you can say this is the Boris Cthulhu. Okay, what's this, Amber? This eyeball.
An eyeball.
This is Otis, guys. This is Otis. This is the new drink at the Dead Coconut Club. I don't know. But that's all I've gotten from it. I don't know if they meant to put that many Easter egg kind of thingies inside of it. No. Or if they're just like, what is this guy talking about? HHN, if you're watching and you think I'm crazy, that's okay. I'm the crazy guy that thinks there's meaning in every single thing you do, when there really isn't. But no, I actually like this merch design. I think it's probably one of the best ones we've gotten so far this year. Obviously, Lil Boo. He's going to be on merch like every single year now, I feel like. Which is fine.
Gotta love Lil Boo.
Which is fine. Yeah. I do think, I don't know if, is there a better shirt this year than this one? Yeah.
I mean, to me, probably a hot take. I'm not usually a fan of these types of shirts that are like the big of characters and stuff. I preferred the first one that everybody hated, the orange shirt, but on the black shirt. Like that to me, I still like better
You
than
like
this.
better than that one?
Yeah.
That's fair. I think I like this one the best out of them all. Just because it actually gives me like, hey, this is stuff that's in the event.
Yeah.
Rather than, like, I like the first shirt with the arch and the Where Horror Lives thing. Cool. But this definitely feels more like, hey, Horror Nights, Lil Boo, Major Sweet's hat. This is stuff that's in the event, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The other one was just the arch, you know, which we love the arch.
The arch is iconic.
But
The arch is the icon.
I will buy merch if the arch is Otis this year. If you guys don't know what I'm saying with Otis, it's the monstrous arch or whatever. That's what HHN has said its name is. If there's merch with that on it this year, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But that's the merch. Nothing too special. Go buy it. It's in the 5 and Dime. I think it's in Alhalzi Boutique and Islands, and it's online if you don't live near the parks as well. I think there's a few things that did drop with that merch, which I don't have pictures of right now. But there was a tumbler or a cup with this merch design on it. Coaster, I think had this. I think it was a coaster. Something.
Maybe. I just remember the shirt and the cup. I don't remember.
There's a coaster, and then there's like a little statue of the other merch design on it. I think. That's
nice.
what I know. You want to reach out real quick?
Yeah. Leah said, I think we'll get a Lagoon show for HHN because Sensational ends in August before HHN starts. What do you think?
Ooh, does it? I actually haven't heard about that. Can we talk about Sensational for a second? That is beautiful. I haven't gone in person to see it yet, but I saw videos of it. Dude.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was cool. That was definitely needed.
The drones.
The drones are cool. Yeah, the drones are cool. If you guys have seen Sensational, let me know in the chat. What is your favorite part of Sensational? Mine specifically, Jaws.
Yes.
That whole Jaws. That would be Universal Monsters, which Universal Monsters part is really cool. But the Jaws portion, honestly, the older Universal stuff is my favorite parts, but specifically Jaws, because they made literally Bruce look like he was in the water, which was cool. Yeah. And then him like going across like the buildings, and that was cool. Anyway, that Ghostbusters was really cool. Back to the Future was really cool. E.T., man, everything was really cool.
I just really liked the giant Stay Puft Man that they made with the drones.
Yeah, and Slimer going. Honestly, which I saw someone else say this as well, but the Ghostbusters portion of Sensational literally felt like the same exact portion from HHN 29's Lagoon show, which was cool. It felt like that was that Lagoon show I was watching, but I haven't seen it in person though, so you know. But anyways, talking about the HHN Lagoon show, if there would be one, I don't think so. Specifically, maybe not this year. I just think maybe they're closing down Sensational just for Horror Nights. That way it doesn't mess up like the immersion with Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Just specifically for the fact that because when we bought the premium Scream Night tickets, it told us like, hey, this is what's coming to the event. Like it didn't say the specifics, but it said like you're gonna get your 10 haunted houses, you're gonna get your 5 scare zones. And then you'll be able to enjoy a show. Like, specifically, singular a show, is what it said on the official ticket information once we bought those tickets. So I feel like if there was more than just Nightmare Fuel, it would say shows, plural.
That's true.
So I don't think so. I don't think so. Not this year, at least. Maybe if we pester them enough. But I think Sensational's too new, and they're still learning the Lagoon anyway. After this whole rebuild and the drones and all this new stuff they've added. I don't think it's quite time yet to throw something new on top of that.
That's true.
So once maybe they've gotten Sensational a little like more under control, they've done it for a while, maybe next year or a year after, then they're like, hey, okay, now we can manipulate these drones to do another show or just the Lagoon to do a different show. But I think right now it's just too early since that.
Valid.
That was a lot of rambling, my bad.
Very good. Most of the rest of the chat is everybody agreeing that this shirt is so much better than the orange shirt.
Yeah.
It is. I can agree. Except I still like it better when it was in the black shirt. Anyways. And then John said, basically asked the same question, but added that the Hogwarts show also ends before HHN begins.
And that one doesn't make sense, but I mean, maybe they think you'll hear it on the other park. I don't know.
Yeah. I lost my place. It refreshed. Oh, Cake said, how can you get a jam jar open, but then said, never mind, got it open.
You
flip it upside down and you pat the bottom of it.
That, or you take like a fork or a knife or something and you smack the lid all around, and then you'll be able to pop it right open. Hacks with the horror fiends, guys.
Yes,
Hacks.
life hacks. Chris said, you know what this stream needs? An obscene amount of DVD, Blu-ray stacked on stacks in the background.
I'm talking about, hold on. Talking about these? Yes. I collect too much physical media. And for all my Horror Nights people, there's all horror movies.
Yes.
There's not a single not horror movie in there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How crazy.
Oh, that's horror movies, yeah. And Slimer sitting on top of it.
Oh yeah, because my movies are in the living room.
Yeah.
Dreamport said, "Hey y'all, looks like we're getting that Dark Universe announcement this Thursday. Also, Sensational is peak."
Oh yeah, Dark Universe, that's coming.
Yeah.
Epic Preview Center's open. I know we don't really talk about daily operations, but Dark Universe probably being announced Thursday.
Be very excited.
Do we think, this might be huge speculation here, do we think that with the Dark Universe announcement, we get the Universal Monsters House announcement for HHN?
We could only hope.
That'd be cool.
But Universal announcing 2 things on the same day?
Yeah, I know, it's unheard of. If you can hear our cat, Salem's meowing
He's
at
so
the
mad
door.
at the door right now. That was a very aggressive meow. Kim Dog said, "Good morning, glad to see y'all again. This week might be the most hyped I've been in a long time."
Why is that? Did he say why?
No, that's it. While we're waiting on that response, Chris just said, "Not a single non-horror movie back there, prove it."
How can I prove it? There really isn't a not horror movie back there.
Unless you consider The Corpse Bride.
Corpse. I mean, it's still like, you know what I mean. It's like Halloween.
They're all Halloween or scary movies.
Yeah.
But that's like the only movie that's not really a horror movie.
Hold on.
Commit to the bit.
Here, scary. Here, keep them entertained while I look to make sure.
You've threatened Kyle's collection. Now he's gonna be for sure's.
Yeah, no, there's.
Let's see. Well, while you're waiting, Kim Dog said, "To quote a friend, if both Dark Universe and
Hey guys, here's your Ghostbusters announcement. Here you go.
Isn't that the cutest little Slimer ever? Anyways.
Wait here. I'll just take a stack.
Okay.
This is how I'm
We'll
gonna
have the
prove.
lamp over.
This is how I'm gonna prove to you, Chris. Let me just take one stack. Take a look. All horror movies. We got Scary Stories Tell in the Dark, Creepshow 2, Species, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Night of the Living Dead in 3D, Prom Night, and Saw the 7 movie collection. Question in my collection? Anyways, continue.
Kim Dog said, to quote a friend, if both Dark Universe and Silver Scream Queens are announced on Thursday, I'm sorry, it moved on that screen. And then it all moved. Why'd that scare me?
Here you go, guys. Sensational. Just pretend. Pretend this is a lagoon and he's going across. This is what it looks like. Yeah.
Anyways, Kim Dog.
Anyway, this is gonna be loud in the background.
Right. But I agree, I'm also sorry for how annoying I would be. That is so loud.
Oh, that restarted it. My bad.
Naomi said, "Where's Boris?" And that's a great time to tell you guys. Do we have a baby named Boris? He's a little white kitten.
Yeah, we got a new cat. I'm just gonna cover this while it's doing it again.
But yeah, we have a new cat. We named him Boris after the Boris that we all know and love. He is out in the living room because he does not know how to stop meowing when we're in here because all he thinks about is me giving him food. And Kyle's very distracting right now. Please do not accidentally hit the button again.
I'm not.
I did not realize how loud that thing was, so I'm trying to speak and I can't even hear myself think.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Anyways. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here.
Adelidia said she went to see the preview center. I'm so unbelievably hyped for Dark Universe. I will be living there.
Same. That's where we'll start streaming from. That's gonna be our new studio. I'm joking. But yes, I'm very excited for Dark Universe. Specifically, I'm going to fight for my life to get opening day tickets to Epic, which who knows if that will happen. That would be insane. But just so I can rope drop Dark Universe.
Yes. Adam said he'll be heading to the preview center sometime soon, and then Naomi said, take my word for it, it's all scary movies, and I am not recommending half of those movies.
Naomi is our IRL homie, by the way.
Yes.
That doesn't like scary stuff, so she might hop up on the channel sometimes. Just so I can pester her.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Kate said, let's talk about Taylor Swift, and on that note, you can leave, and I'm going to take over the stream.
Why would we talk about Taylor?
Why would we not? We can
Guys,
talk,
does Taylor...
if you really want to make it about Nightmare Fuel, we can talk about
Nightmare Fuel.
Or Horror Nights. We can talk about how Taylor Swift songs could just be the new Nightmare Fuel soundtrack, and then that's Horror Nights related.
Gosh, no. I'm sorry.
You mean to tell me Reputation would not work?
No.
Chris said that was actually just a trap to see if you would actually talk about the movies or pivot back to Nightmare Fuel like you should have done. #fail.
Oh, my bad.
Zombie Chris said top of the morning. Hello, Chris.
What's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
And then Kim said, aw, Saw, my favorite Disney princess. Mine too.
Oh yeah, forget Jigsaw is now a Disney princess. That is wild that Saw is on Disney Plus now.
That is, wow. Dreamport said physical media.
Oh yeah?
Over everything.
What's your favorite horror movie? I bet I have it. Boom. I bet I do.
Yeah.
Watch him do some like really obscure one I don't have.
Kim said, man, I love the commentary features and DVDs. I miss that on streaming.
Oh yeah, I remember those. That's why I get physical media, because half the time, not for the commentary stuff, but half the time a lot of stuff is on like a million different streaming services. Like there'll be something on Apple TV and not on Disney Plus and whatever. Especially with the horror movies. So what I do, and especially because stuff always gets like taken off of streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
Especially I know Netflix is a big one that takes stuff off all the time. So I just get physical media because that's what I grew up with the VHS era and then DVD era. So I just collect all of that. That way I just have what I want to watch when I want to watch it without having to go through a streaming service with ads, with all this crazy... No, I'm good.
And then I was referencing our cat, and Chris said Boris Smith, ? And then Kim said, oh yeah, Boris, from Bendy and the Ink Machine. You guys are absolutely 100% correct. That's who he's named after.
You're absolutely incorrect. He's named after Boris Schuster. And he's named after two things. He's named after Boris Schuster, obviously with HHN, and then he's named after Boris Karloff, which, you know, Frankenstein, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Joey said, just booked my trip for September, staying at Ventura. Can't wait.
You know, I haven't stayed at Aventura, but I've heard it's really cool. Maybe I should do that one day. I want to stay at, like, every single resort sometime. I usually just resort to the same resort. I usually stay at the same resort all the time, with the exception of Cabana last year for a day. I know a lot of people stay at Cabana. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I know I might get hate for this, though. Cabana's good.
Yeah.
But with the theming of Cabana, it makes you feel like you're staying in a motel sometimes. And I know it's not a motel.
Yeah.
But just the rooms to me, not my vibe. And it might be your guys' vibe. And I know a lot of HHN people stay at Cabana. But me, I don't stay there.
I think what went wrong is we decided to stay in Cabana after we stayed in the 2-room suite at
True.
Dockside. So it kind of was like, oh. But I don't think it's bad. I think it's definitely more if you are going to actually get use out of their amenities.
Yeah.
Then it's worth it. But we don't really go to the pool or anything like that, so.
That is true. That is true.
I've been canceled.
You've been canceled?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Chris said, did she just attempt to mix Taylor Swift with Nightmare Fuel? Canceled. Hear me out. There are rock versions of Taylor Swift songs.
They're not good.
Yeah, they are. You listen to one all the time.
Oh, the I Prevail one?
Yeah.
Okay. Just because it's nostalgic. But,
We could use that.
no. That would not fit.
Maybe not as, like, part of the show, but, like, the pre-show music where you're, like, walking to your seat. You can't imagine. The I Prevail blank space.
No, I can't, honestly.
I could.
Nightmare Fuel's got a specific vibe. And Taylor Swift doesn't match that, I feel like. They're pushing it with Harry Styles. With Sign of the Times.
But it worked because it was a cover and it fit the vibe.
I guess.
So.
Put more Ice Nine Kills inside
Yes.
of Nightmare Fuel.
Naomi called you old.
Why?
Probably because you had VHSs.
Okay. Yeah, and I rented them from the movie stores. Movie rental
the
stores.
movie gallery.
Not movie gallery.
You had what? Family Video?
Family Video and Blockbuster.
That is one sad thing about my life is I grew up in such a small town and never got to see a Blockbuster.
That's sad.
Let's see. Moving on. If vinyls are popular, shame Laserdiscs aren't popular. That's what Kim said.
Because vinyls have become popular again and Laserdiscs have become a thing of the past, yeah.
Adam said don't forget Boris. I can't pronounce that.
Huh?
Boris Badenov.
He's Rocky and Bullwinkle's arch enemy.
I don't know who that is.
Totally named after that as well.
Leah said I stay at Dockside all the time. I love it. That's kind of been one that we've really liked a lot recently.
Yeah, Dockside's like I know it's like further off of the property of Universal, but I don't know, I like it. It's nice.
Yeah.
I haven't stayed at like the other ones though, because I want to try Hard Rock one day. I want to try obviously Sapphire Falls and all that, but I haven't done that. One day.
One day. Crow said, imagine they made a Taylor Swift house. Honestly, I think that's the most scared HHN fans would ever be.
Please, no. Don't manifest that into existence.
The cake said she'll hear me out. Thank you.
Do not manifest that to existence.
And then Adeladia said, Kyle, you're canceled this time.
I'm canceled because I don't want Taylor Swift at HHN.
And then Zombie Chris said, if we still had Bill and Ted, then Taylor Swift would be a part of it some kind of way.
That's true.
And then Dreamport said, Taylor meets Megan. That's where we can use the I Prevail Blake Space cover.
For what?
For Megan to dance to.
Yeah. Great idea, guys. I see where your heads are at this morning.
Naomi said if they were still in business, you would be going every Friday.
To where?
Blockbuster.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people in this chat would.
And specifically for the snack counter again, where you can get that bucket of popcorn that has like everything in the bottom, and then when it pops, it makes perfect popcorn.
What?
Did you not have that at your movie store?
You had movie gallery, so I don't know.
Well, you like went and you got your movie, and then when you checked out, there was this snack counter with all the movie candies, but they had this giant popcorn bucket, and it had everything in the bottom, and you just put the bucket in there, and then it made like the perfect popcorn.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Never mind. Yeah. But yes, I would be going. I would be working there.
100%.
I would own it. I would be the owner. And obviously, I'm not the only one who feels this way because Universal's Summer Tribute Store is a movie store.
Yeah.
A movie rental store. At least part of it is. So, great minds think alike, Universal, if you're watching.
Chris said, I think they could probably have Linkin Park and Nightmare Fuel. The hybrid theory era was a good time to be a new metal fan.
Alright, since you're all Universal fans, whenever you hear Linkin Park, maybe I'm the only one that thinks this. Whenever you hear Linkin Park, do you just think of Transformers? Because I swear that Linkin Park has completely changed. Like, whenever I hear it, I don't hear Linkin Park anymore. I hear, hey, those are the guys that were in Transformers.
That's so terrible.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like, I think it's the original movie where it's like Optimus Prime is talking like at the end, where he's like, "Oh, more than meets the eye," blah blah blah, And then Linkin Park plays.
That's what you think of.
I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way.
And then Cake said they made a weekend house out of his album, meaning Reputation can be at HHN.
Okay.
Snakes!
I'm not a
Scary.
I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan. I know of Taylor Swift. The Weeknd, when you watched After Hours music videos, it made very much sense how that could be made into a house because it literally was all like horror and stuff.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's music videos, is any of it horror? No.
She's got snakes.
She's got snakes. Okay, put her at
And she's fighting
Repticon.
people.
Put her at Repticon, the reptile convention up in Tampa,
I
wherever it is.
actually think that Taylor Swift should be at Horror Nights.
Well, I was entertaining the idea for a second.
But it's the gag. It's the joke.
Like, even when Billie Eilish was going to come to the event, Billie Eilish's music videos have horror aspects to them. There's Taylor Swift music video. From what I have seen, they do not.
You can make anything scary.
I guess.
Yeah. But yeah. And then Camo Dog said, ugh, Taylor Swift is not horror. Yeah. Joey Mayo said, who is this Taylor Swift you all keep talking about? Taylor Swift meets the Wolfman.
Oh my God.
Adam said Dreamport Productions, I'll 100% be Team Megan in that confrontation. I might have to go, guys. Oh my goodness.
Amber, if you haven't realized, is obsessed with Taylor Swift.
I'm a bit of a Swiftie.
A bit. Anyways,
Naomi said that they still make that popcorn bucket.
do they?
Where?
It's at like Walmart and Target and all that
We're
stuff.
gonna have to go get it. Joey Mayo said he worked at Blockbuster. Loved the job, loved the small storage room with the snacks.
Yeah, well, you have Naomi in the chat calling us old, Joey, so how does that make you feel?
Anna Lydia said, I love Linkin Park, but yes, I only think of Transformers.
Yes. I want to find it. No, I get copyright. I can't put it on. I was going to put the seat on, but I would get copyright. Linkin Park would sue me.
Forgot to mention, Linkin Park has done credit music for almost every single Transformer movie up until Age of Extinction, if I remember correctly.
So I'm telling you, man. Oh, I get that go. Specifically, New Divide by Linkin Park.
Yeah.
That song specifically. Anyway.
And then Wraithgar said, Taylor Swift is not horror, but I always feel a sense of dread hearing her songs.
I love where this conversation has gone.
Yeah.
Anyways, HHN. So obviously new merch, new announcement, probably Hollywood, you're getting an announcement soon. And obviously we have a little bit of construction going on in Scare Zones. Nothing crazy, just some truss work, and that's it. Yeah.
Lots of fun things.
But that is everything I'm going to talk about today. You know, with the morning streams are always very quick. That's what I'm going to talk about until we get anything else. I see Backstreet Boys in the chat.
This is Naomi calling you out.
What?
Said you like that one song by NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys. You
Okay.
are old.
All right. Let's talk. Let's talk. Okay. Everyone in the chat, are the Backstreet Boys better than Taylor Swift? And why is the answer yes? I had to change my hat backwards to really channel my inner Backstreet Boy. And it's a Backstreet Boy song, not an NSYNC song.
I think it's time to end the stream.
Anyways.
Just joking.
Yes. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I don't know about an announcement for Orlando yet. I know obviously we're getting Dark Universe probably on Thursday?
The 20th?
The 20th? Yeah, Thursday. Be cool if we get the all-female or all-women, all-girly, like you say.
Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss House.
All-women Universal Monsters House. That'd be nice if it's announced then. Sorry, I was reading the chat. But yeah, we're gonna read chat one more time and then we're gonna be done because they're still talking. So.
Okay. Ooh, my tummy just.
I heard that. She's hungry. We're gonna get Amber to go eat, guys.
Oh, I don't know why I keep trying to read over there when I'm blind as a bat. My dog said maybe an original house where the pop star is secretly a devil and the characters are their crazed fans as you try to escape the hell out of their music.
There's your Taylor Swift house.
And then said, "Aw, shucks, I'm so glad he might be getting an announcement." Naomi said, "Not the hat." Ada Lydia said, "No, they're not better."
Yeah, they are.
Joey said, "Yes, Backstreet Boys for life." Naomi said, "But say the title of the song."
What, the one I was listening to that day?
Mm-hmm.
I Want It That Way? Probably the most popular
This
Backstreet
whole
Boys song.
hardcore rock playlist.
You almost swallowed your
I
chip.
just almost died. Oh gosh. Crow said New Divide was the credit song for Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen, and I just realized Universal has a Transformers ride, and the facade actually plays a dramatic version of New Divide.
Does it? I've wrote Transformers so many times and I don't remember that.
I quite frankly have never noticed music.
Your stomach is
I
gurgling,
know, I'm
dude.
hungry. I'm starving. It just hit me. Ada Lydia said the girly pop house.
Yeah.
Crow said definitely Backstreet. Taylor is just kind of meh. Unless you have been through trauma, you don't like Taylor Swift. And by trauma, like girly girl trauma.
What?
Just saw the new Dark Universe medallions got sent out to some today.
Oh,
John
did that?
said.
Has that happened while I was streaming?
While you're looking, Kim Dog Theater said they already mailed the medallion for this week's announcement. And then Joey Mayo said Backstreet at least had one video where they dressed as monsters.
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Let me get that pulled up real quick before I end stream. Because Dark Universe is amazing. Let's see, who is this? Oh, Inside Universal. Okay.
My stomach is so hungry. I need to mute the mic so people can't hear my tummy growling.
Okay. Let's talk about this real quick before we end stream, since this just happened. Yeah, it literally happened at 11:16, so it was while we were streaming. Okay, I guess Dark Universe medallion got mailed out today. That's cool. So that confirms that the announcement Thursday is Dark Universe. Let's see, what does it say? Enter a shadowy world of monsters and mystery. Prepare to unearth the secrets behind the next portal, Dark Universe.
Interesting.
That's what it looks like. It's the, if you don't know the medallion of what it actually does look like, it's in the preview center. And it's like the castle with like the bats and stuff.
It's so cool.
The merch is dope too. I gotta get some of that.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited for
I
this.
want the blanket.
Oh yeah, the blanket that had Brian and stuff on it. Yeah.
I'm closing the door.
I'm hoping we get our Universal Monsters house with this announcement. This is a perfect opportunity to announce them.
It'd be unheard of, but it would be amazing.
I think with this house for HHN, it's a perfect opportunity to market Dark Universe as well, because it's an all-girl, like all-women Universal Monster house. They could easily put Victoria Frankenstein in there,
Yes.
which is like the helm of Dark Universe. But yeah, this is cool. Thanks for telling me, because I would have seen this later and be like, dang, I should have talked about that.
Right.
All right, so that's what's coming. So I don't have to say that's maybe what's coming. That is what's coming. All right, so Thursday. Pay attention to Universal. They're probably going to announce... They are going to announce Dark Universe and all that fun stuff. And it's going to be very interesting. Alright, I'm going to go feed Amber.
I need to eat.
I'm going to go feed Amber. Read chat real quick one more time.
Okay.
I want to get your messages before I end stream real quick, guys.
Crow said the trauma would be the Super Bowl. Those guys only won because Taylor was there for crazy motivation.
Hey, I watched the Nickelodeon version of the Super Bowl this year.
It was kind of fire.
Peak Super Bowl, by the way, guys. If you haven't watched it, peak Super Bowl. Next year, if they do it again, watch it. You get to see SpongeBob and Patrick commentating the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, so great.
Plankton attacked the Super Bowl.
Specifically, no, when Dora popped up and was like, "Do you need a map? Because you seem like you can't find the end zone." Anyways, I was like, dang, they roasted on this. Anyways, Camo Dog said, I'm in love with the Dark Universe logo. Kind of glad it's not Harry Potter, to be honest.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I'm a little over.
Unpopular opinion. Too much Harry Potter in Universal, man. Got rid of the Jaws ride for Harry Potter. What are you doing? And now we have Ministry of Magic. I don't care. Sorry, Universal, if you're watching.
Well, Harry Potter
I don't
is
care.
literally in every park now.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah, in Islands too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
It's a lot. Like, I get that a lot of people like it, but there's space for more different things. Adelydia said, I'm so excited. Kimma Dog said, there's my wife, Victoria, honestly.
The real wife is the Bride of Frankenstein, if we're being honest. Victoria, sure, she's great, but nothing beats the Bride of Frankenstein. That is what do the kids say? A baddie. That's what they say.
Now it's really time to end the stream.
Anyways,
Kimma Dog said, I'm hungry too, not gonna lie. And on that note, yeah, I'm starving.
Alright, we're gonna stream, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning for one of the news and updates little streams. We'll be doing more closer to the event and whenever I want.
Yeah, do what we want.
But thanks for hanging out with us. A lot of stuff happening with Universal in general, but specifically HHN, more to come. Hollywood, you'll have more to come as well. Don't know too much about what's going on with you, but have fun with whatever they give you. But besides that, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys. Today. I'm used to doing night streams. This morning, whatever time it is. And until the next video, we will see you in the fog, and we will see you in the morgue. Peace out, everyone. Bye.